Here we go. I've got a 10-ton Trane unit. I got the iManifold connected to circuit number 2. I've got my wireless connected to circuit number 1. So I'm going to do a demonstration on a commercial unit using the iManifold again, because I feel the first one was a little cheap. So here we go. But first I want to talk about this particular unit, because Ralph's after me about doing training. I want to talk about this board right here. It's known as a Reliatel board. Now, this board took place of the 10 by 10 board that was in the not the Precedent, but the Voyager. Now all the boards are this one here. What this board is you can use a regular thermostat with this board without using the interface board like you had to do with the Voyager. But when you use a regular thermostat with this board, you dummy this board way up. So my suggestion to you is don't do it, but most people do. The other thing I wanted to show you, right down here, right there, is a outdoor temperature sensor. Okay, say that you're on a late call and your thermostat's messed up and you don't want to open up a parts house to get a thermostat. Well, what you can do, you can cut this loose but leave the leads kind of long, about 6 inches of lead on that, and drop that down in the return and wire it to terminals 1 and 2 right there. Terminals 1 and 2 on the board will allow this unit to run with just that thermistor connected. It'll maintain 70 degrees in heating and 72 in cooling all the time. So in reality, you can run this machine here without a thermostat. So, and if you can't find that particular thermistor, you can use, if you have a heat pump, you can use that little brown one right down there, same thing. But I always use the outdoor thermistor and always put it back when you're done. As you can tell, these are heat pumps. I have replaced that reversing valve in the past. What happens to it is the little tube right here that's on the discharge line snaps. It vibrates and breaks. That's something Trane is aware of. And of course, you've got this freaking mess here, and if you're going to have a leak, it's going to be tube rub, and this is going to be the culprit. You got an indoor coil that looks the same way. I don't find it tube rub very bad on the indoor coil. I have found it, but not too often. But you'll find it mainly on these with the tube rub. But anyway, also on this little low voltage terminal board, notice 5 and 6. Okay, terminals 5 and 6 is your emergency stop. So what you have to do is that little jumper that's between 5 and 6 right there, take it off and put your smoke detector right there. And once you do that, you don't need to do all this that's done right here. You see all this? That's unprofessional, guys. That's not how you wire in a smoke detector on a Trane unit. You wire it between 5 and 6. And then when the smoke detector opens up, it kills the unit. In case you didn't know, now you do. Anyway, I'm getting ready to fire this thing up by using the test pins, the one and two right there. Now, in reality, if you want to know the troubleshooting on this thing here does self-diagnose. What it does is you jump out the two test pins and you set and wait. It'll turn the blower on first, then it will turn on circuit number 1, then circuit number 2, and then it will go into defrost. But in reality, what you have to do is set and wait. If it doesn't turn on at all, you got a problem with your blower circuit. If it comes on and it won't turn on either compressor, you got a problem with circuit number 1. If it turns on circuit number 1 and won't turn on circuit number 2, your problem's in circuit number 2. That's the self-diagnostics of this particular unit. That's the way it was made. Most people don't take the time to even learn this. Now, this particular unit right here, that board right there was made for Trane Tracker or Trane Summit, okay, or Trane Tracer, well, however you want to say it. But what's going on here is it communicates with those systems I just mentioned, Tracker, Trane's Tracer. That's what it's made for. Now, will it work with other things? Obviously, yes, it will. Now, in reality, is this unit here hooked up to anything? No. As a matter of fact, it's the dumbest unit in the world right now. Well, a lot of people don't realize this. Trane makes a pure mechanical version of this unit without this fancy board on there. You can buy that mechanical version at a much cheaper price, but here in Phoenix they only stock just this one. Now if you want the other, the mechanical one, they can get it, but it's going to take about 2 weeks. So just a little something from me to you. So anyway, I'm going to fire this thing up and I'll get back with you, so stay tuned. Here it is, all hooked up and running. There's the iManifold. There's circuit number 2. You can see I've hooked it to the low pressure. Back there is the high pressure. And I've got my liquid line connected over here. One there, one there. I am reading the discharge temperature right there. The other thing I'm reading is outdoor temperature. One there, and that's off of this one right here. And I'm reading the discharge temperature for the condenser right there. And that one there is off of this one right here. So as you can tell, it is very versatile. Now the outdoor temperature off the iManifold is right there. So I've got all bases covered. So now you have seen it in action with a 10-ton unit Trane unit. Now, keep in mind the door's off, but I'm using my phone today, and hopefully you guys can see this. Pressures are rather high because the door's off. Now here is the iManifold. I'm going to switch it over to wireless. And there it is, wireless. I hope you can see it, but I took screenshots of it so you guys will know. They're probably getting pretty cold down there, so I'm going to end this video and turn this thing off so they'll stop freezing. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.